Actually want to ask you about some breaking news today. The Wall Street Journal is actually reporting. I'm going to look down to my notes because I want to make sure I read this quote correctly. They're reporting that a Russian oligarch and a Ukrainian peace negotiators, quote, are suffering from symptoms of suspected poisoning after meeting in Kyiv earlier this month. We at the Washington Post have not independently verified this, but I wanted to get your reaction to that and what you think this could potentially lead to. How should we be preparing us Americans, given the fact that we have diplomats overseas? How should we prepare them, protect them from any potential suspected poisonings like this?
Right. Well, I have no independent information about the news report either, and certainly have not been briefed. But I think we can, between the two of us, certainly acknowledge that this is consistent with allegations that have been made by Russia against Russia previously, both in Ukraine itself, in London. These these types of actions, the murderous attempts, murdering civilians, poisoning individuals, attempting to poison individuals, those are very consistent with what Vladimir Putin has been alleged to have done in the past. And I think those are the types of things that we would expect to see from him. What it basically says is that Russia is led by a country, by a gentleman who does not share our values. He doesn't share the values of the West. He clearly is undertaking what many are saying will constitute war crimes. And that, I think, it should give us the ability to say, what do we need to do in investing both in diplomatic relations and in military capabilities to ensure that we deter Russia in the future? What we've seen from Russia in the past 5 to 10 years is an unbelievable investment in advanced weaponry systems, in modernizing their nuclear weapons systems, and in seeking great new weapons capabilities in the nuclear capacity that the world has never seen before. They've become more aggressive in space, more aggressive with their neighbors, and then ultimately, on the heels of invading and annexing Crimea, on the heels of having invaded Georgia, now in a full-scale war with Ukraine. So clearly, it shows that this is a country that is led by a man that Vladimir Putin is to be. A gentleman that to recognize he does not have our values, and that we need to be very, very concerned about what he may do in the future.